May 2025, as much of the world's attention was gripped by rising tensions in Asia, a lesser-seen drama was unfolding in the skies and in the boardrooms across continents. It's a story not just about a jet, but about a nation's ambitions to reshape the balance of air power. The protagonist? China's Chengdu J-10C, a sleek, delta-winged multi-role fighter jet that's become the spearhead of Beijing's latest arms export campaign. But why, at this very moment, is China so aggressively marketing the J-10C to the world? What's driving this push, and how is the latest news, from combat records to market rumors, giving new urgency to China's quest? Let's fly straight into the heart of this story. Until a few years ago, the J-10 was regarded as a regional solution for the Chinese Air Force, a homegrown answer to the dominance of US F-16s and Russian MiGs in Asia. But all that changed after two game-changing moments. 1. Combat validation. In early May 2025, multiple international sources confirmed that the Pakistan Air Force PAF deployed the J-10C in a heated border clash with India. Not only did the J-10C operate alongside and against advanced Western jets like the Indian Rafale, but Pakistani officials claimed an Indian Rafale was downed by a PL-15 missile launched from a J-10C at a range of over 150 kilometers, if confirmed, a record in long-range aerial engagements. Source: The Guardian, May 14, 2025. Market buzz. On May 27, 2025, Bulgarian military and other outlets reported that Indonesia is negotiating to acquire up to 42 used J-10s. The rumor alone sent shares of Chengdu Aircraft Corporation surging by 40%. Source: Bulgarian military, May 27, 2025. What's behind this sudden surge? First and foremost, the J-10C isn't just an airplane, it's a tool of statecraft. By selling the J-10C, China is buying influence, strategic partnerships. Every export is a handshake that lasts decades. When Pakistan or Indonesia buys the J-10C, they commit to years of Chinese maintenance, pilot training, weapons packages, and, crucially, political dialogue. Countering the West, China is determined to erode US and European dominance in global arms markets. For example, Colombia's interest in the J-10C is seen as a direct challenge to Washington's influence in Latin America. Asia Live, May 19, 2025. Why are countries lining up? The J-10C's appeal boils down to three things. Price. At $40 to $50 million per unit, it's a bargain compared to the US F-16 Vi or French Rafale, both north of $65 million. Tech. With AESA radar, advanced electronic warfare, and PL-15 missiles with 150 to 200 kilometer range, it's a legitimate 4.5 generation threat. No political hassles. Buyers face fewer restrictions, end-use monitoring, or sanctions risk compared to US jets. China's policy: cash, delivery, done. Egypt, Indonesia, and even several Gulf states have all been named in recent months as serious prospects for J-10C sales. And with US export restrictions tightening, China is actively courting nations seeking independence from Western suppliers. The reported downing of an Indian Rafale by a J-10C has supercharged China's sales pitch. Headline after headline in Chinese media touts the J-10C as a Rafale killer. Stock market spikes in Chinese defense companies have further incentivized aggressive export drives. On May 30th, 2025, Asia Times and Global Times reported that Indonesia is not just looking at new J-10Cs, but also considering a mixed fleet of used J-10Bs to fast-track its Air Force modernization. This could set a precedent for other Southeast Asian buyers, particularly as tensions rise in the South China Sea. Colombia's open negotiations with China for a squadron of J-10Cs has rattled Washington. U.S. defense officials are privately warning partners about reliability and cybersecurity risks of Chinese platforms, while China offers full technology transfers and attractive finance packages. Exporting the J-10C is also about keeping Chinese factories humming. With domestic orders stabilizing, exports help. Maintain production lines at Chengdu and subcontractors. Drive further R&D for next-gen jets, like the rumored J-20 export version. Grow China's commercial and military aerospace expertise. It's worth noting, each new customer creates a lock-in for decades, fueling Chinese parts, services, and software upgrades. An economic ecosystem modeled after Lockheed Martin's global F-16 success. Analysts believe the J-10C is just the opening act. By gaining global acceptance for the J-10C, China is paving the way to export stealthier, more advanced jets like the J-20 or the upcoming J-31 FC-31 to select partners in the late 2020s. As of May 31, 2025, the global fighter market is at a crossroads. Pakistan is set to expand its J-10C fleet after its successful deployment. Indonesia may ink a deal by the end of June. Western arms giants are lobbying hard, but so far Beijing's combination of combat-proof, fast delivery, no politics is a hard act to beat. The bottom line, China is pushing the J-10C harder than ever because, for the first time, it has a combat-proven, affordable, high-tech jet that appeals to a swath of countries tired of Western conditions and pricing. In the arms bazaar of 2025, the J-10C is more than a fighter. It's a symbol of Beijing's challenge to the status quo, and the latest headlines prove the world is watching.